Hi, my name is Dong, and I'm an animator in the Japanese animation industry. Human emotion and one's ability for expression is limitless. Maybe, I made that up. But as artists, we are constantly striving to capture the wide range of emotions that our characters can express. Today, we'll explore how to effectively communicate emotions through our drawings. Like with everything when we draw, get yourself some reference material first. I got the Hatsune Miku cosplayers at Comiket to pose for us. You know, business expense and all that. If you don't have a Miku cosplayer available, you can grab a mirror and use your own face to study your own facial expressions. Let's start with the neutral expression. This will serve as a baseline for the other expressions we will draw later. To draw facial expressions, obviously, we are going to need to draw the face first. Begin by sketching out the basic shape of the face using loose, rough lines. Then, get the facial features in there. Out of everything, the eyes are the most important for conveying emotion, so start with that. Here, all the muscles in the face are relaxed. The eyes aren't too squashed or stretched. The brows are pretty straight with a slight curve downwards, and the mouth here generally forms a slight frown in the neutral pose. You can keep it relatively straight, but make sure to have the corners of the mouth curve slightly down. I tilted Miku's head a bit to try and avoid her doing the 2D equivalent of a T-pose. To finish, you can add shading and further details to your drawings as desired. I'll just leave the drawing here at this stage for time. To emote happiness, or any other emotion for that matter, the multitudes of our muscles in our face contract and relax. Here, the tips of the mouth are pulled up, forming the smile. In a more realistically designed character, you can see the nasolabial furrow, which is the piece of skin from the nose to the tip of the mouth. The cheeks are also puffed and lift slightly, and in the industry, we often show that with some touches on the cheeks. The eyes are stretched and the eyebrows furrow into a relaxed curve. Outside of the face, the most expressive parts of the body are the hands. Using them in your drawing can accentuate the expression and give the drawing additional depths. Here, having Miku touch her chin gives the drawing a more subdued feeling. Being surprised is a more extreme emotion. The facial muscles here are working overtime. The muscles around the eyes contract, stretching them vertically and raising the upper eyelids. The pupils may or may not contract, but more of the white of the eyes are visible here. Along with the eyelids, the eyebrows are also raised and are much more curved. The jaw drops and the mouth opens, forming an O shape. The face here lengthens compared to the neutral pose. Once again, we can use the hands to emote here too. The stretched open hand pose matches well with the stretched facial muscles and I think adds to the overall drawing. Sadness is a bit of a harder emotion to draw. You need to figure out how to make it both really ugly and appealing at the same time. The ways that the muscles stretch around the face are also pretty unique here. The inner side of the eyebrows is raised while the outer tips gets pulled downwards. Sometimes you can see wrinkles forming on the forehead due to the contraction of those muscles. The muscles of the eyelids are pulled downwards with the eyes narrowing, taking on a squinting shape. The muscles along the middle of the face are pulled up, while those to the side of the face pulls downwards, forming that frown. The muscles surrounding the chin get pulled upwards and wrinkles there can form. Some touches along the cheeks to show the reddening of that area also help sell the pose. This is a bit of an anime trope, but tears will collect at the outer ends of the eyes. In real life, the tears generally come out of the tear ducts and just flow down the face from there. Again, we use the hands to accentuate the pose. I also added some snot coming out of Miku's nose. It's pretty cute. Lastly, we have a bit of an angry pose. Here, the whole face becomes tense. The ends of the brows are pulled together and furrowed. You can usually see wrinkles here in the forehead. The eyelids contract and the eyes narrow. The muscles around the mouth also contract horizontally and the mouth is forced into a scowl. In Japanese animation, we generally draw more realistically, which the expressions more subtle. But there are still times where you can really push an expression. You often see those really cartoony expressions in many comedic shows. We call them gag faces in the industry, and you can really deviate from the original design with these. Feel free to go wild and really push things in your own drawings. For me, I used a much cartoony contour for Miku's cheeks, and I used a more graphic design for her eyes. I also added the trope of that drop of sweat on her cheek. Here, Miku looks like she's so tired of the crap. That's so cute. There are infinitesimal ways to express emotions in drawings. Here are some of my own interpretations of common expressions, but often you will have to make your own acting decisions. Maybe you draw happiness with an open mouth shape, for example. Don't be afraid to experiment and find your own style. With thoughtful practice and by drawing with conviction, you will be able to emote your character to create much stronger and appealing drawings. Now for a little update on the channel. Thank you everyone for sticking with me this past year. I never considered myself a YouTuber, but as long as these videos can help my fellow artists, I will keep producing them. I've been very busy these past months finishing up on the Blue Giant feature, but I'm looking forward to making more content for 2023. I'm very grateful for the growth of the ad revenue and the Patreon page. With those funds, I hope to grow and make bigger and more ambitious projects in the future. More information to come, and in the meanwhile, I decided to keep my Twitter DMs open if you want to say hi. I'll apologize in advance if it takes me a while to read through everything. The comment sections on these videos are also really great, with everybody sharing information and helping each other improve. You guys have been great. Thanks to all the cosplayers who post for me. You can check out their Twitter if you want to see more of their stuff. Also, thanks to everyone who is supporting the channel on Patreon. If you would like to support the channel, links are down below. Patrons get some unique content to them every month. Other than that, check out my social media and have a great day.